Good morning. Are you Talia Mills? And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment? Ms. Mills, in cause number 24-0549, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft with previous convictions from November 4th of 2023. The indictment alleges you were previously convicted of theft July 14th of 2022 on two different cases on that date in Montgomery County, Texas. And then after those were final, you were convicted two times on June 21st of 2023 of theft in Harris County, Texas. And how do you plead to that charge? And are those prior convictions true? Did you enter your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Ms. Holmes? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Mills is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of theft with previous convictions. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 12 months in the state jail prison. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm going to hand you a trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. I'm also handing you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Ms. Holmes. Good luck to you, ma'am. You can go back with the bailiff. Renecia Segura, Ms. Holmes. Lots of work. Oh, this is an interior view. Good morning. Are you Renecia Segura? And Ms. Holmes, will your client waive the formal reading of the motion? Ms. Segura, in cause number 23-1869, I have a motion to revoke your community supervision. Shows that you were placed on probation July 29th of 2024 for the offense of theft of property with previous convictions, and that was a 2-year term in prison that was probated for 5 years. Is that correct? It alleges that you violated your probation. Count 1 alleges that you committed the offense of theft in aggregate amount January 29th, 2025 in Harris County, Texas. And is that true or not true? Count 2 alleges that you failed to avoid persons or places of disreputable or harmful character, in that you were at a location, you were arrested at a place where a crime had been committed with individuals who had previously been convicted of crimes. And is that true or not true? Did you enter your pleas of true to counts 1 and 2 freely and voluntarily, and because they're actually true?
So Dad reviewed some of the Harris County offense material. She was essentially an accomplice while other people were committing theft in this instance.
I just, I'm going to real quick look back at the pre-sentence report to see that all the criminal, how many we've got.
A lot. I won't say it.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not accepting this. My notes, I sent you to ISF already. And my note says it was a cap of 15 months at that time. And I wrote on here that you deserved the whole 15 months. And it's like Mr. Lewis was your attorney at that time. And he and Ms. Holmes are both doing quite the job for you. But 8 months with 7 felony convictions for theft, 5 more arrests, plus this one, and now you've been arrested again, is not something I'm going to accept. Absolutely nothing less than the 15 months that was the cap in the first place. So it's either something like that, or it's an MTRP. I don't have to. Y'all go talk about it. I'm deleting the paperwork. All right, go back with the bailiff. If y'all come up with something today, then that's fine. If not, we'll. But I deleted it. You'll need to redo something.
The offer, we're unagreed on the type of probation.
Okay.
If it's offered straight, we're asking for deferred.
So it is an agreement with regard to probation, just not the type. Okay, thank you. All right, so are you Jalen White? And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will, Your Honor.
Let me get to it. Mr. White, in cause number 24-0038, you're charged with the third-degree felony offense of possession of a prohibited weapon from July 7th of 2023. And how do you plead to that charge? And are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with? I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Ms. Holmes? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've reached with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it's my understanding that you have reached an agreement that I would give you a probation, but it is not agreed to the type of probation. Is that your understanding? And do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. White is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you, your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. Anything that you think is important for me to know, get that information to Ms. Holmes. She'll present it to me on your behalf when we come back. Did you have something?
Yes, Your Honor. I anticipate there will be at least one witness, a short witness at the sentencing.
Okay.
And a video as well, a short video. I don't know if we just need a little bit more time than 1 minute.
Let's just, we'll do it at 11. That way, y'all have plenty of time.
Your Honor, since this is a probation offer, we're going to get on the type of the court consider reduction upon.
State's opposed to that, Judge. The alleged weapon that was possessed by this defendant was outfitted with a Glock switch. Actually, I don't want to speak. I know it was outfitted with a Glock switch. I think it was also 2 weapons that was involved in this entire.
Well, let's see. How old are you, Mr. White?
There were 2 weapons involved, one of which was outfitted with a Glock switch.
Typically on a probation offer like this, I would be inclined to do that. However, with the type of offense and the age of Mr. White, there's the possibility, like I have been on a lot of these young ones, that I will consider something like ISF, depending on what that pre-sentence report shows. And based on that, at this time, I'm not going to reduce that bond. Okay, you can go back with the bail.
Well, guys, we've come to the end of this proceeding. Where facts meet emotion, justice finds its voice. Do you agree with the court's decision? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to see more real courtroom moments, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you guys for being here. Take care, and God bless.